I never knew that I would be talking about suicide. I honestly wouldn't say the word. Grief is hard. It's not linear. It takes you places that you don't even know you have capacity or strength to go. My family was ripped apart by the loss of the head of the household. And that's where the call to action came in. What do I do with this?
When a community our size loses 3 young people in 3 months, that rocks a community. We're not gonna let it just be swept away and hope that it doesn't happen again. We're gonna be proactive in having those tough conversations.
We got to save our village, and this work is important because I feel deep in my soul, in my spirit, that we are doing that.
We have a full and exciting agenda planned for you over the next 2 days. We want to set you up for long-term success.
Our State Our Wellbeing is a 12-month hyper-focused initiative on mental well-being in North Carolina and suicide prevention.
The power of our State Our Wellbeing is that it's a grassroots organization. Instead of people from the top dictating what people are to do, we listen. We brought together 15 teams representing 24 counties from across the state. They know the situation on the ground better than we ever could.
This is a problem where the community has to be at the table.
There's a lot of effective interventions out there right now, and our job is to see if we can actually scale those up across the state to meet the need.
We can do anything we think will serve the community best. Our State Our Wellbeing has catapulted our work to the next level. The very first forum we went to, someone presented on how many lives could be saved with gun locks. We were like, sign us up for that. We can do that.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You doing all right?
We are now able to distribute gun locks through barbershops. No one has to sign anything. We don't need to know your name. Just tell us how many you want. You can get your gun lock and leave.
Turn the key and the lock's just that simple.
I just believe that making sure that we are putting preventive measures in place where it's needed and doing intervention where it's needed, that we can make a difference.
We know early intervention works, it's key, right? So what are we doing after that 911 call?
The mental health crisis in North Carolina hits everybody. From east to west, north to south, rural, urban, everybody. And that's why our approach is broad-based, and we're trying to fit solutions to each of these different segments of North Carolina.
TC Strong is our community's response to the youth mental health crisis. Specifically, in the latter half of 2021, we suffered the loss of 3 area teens who died by suicide.
It had been several years since the last youth suicide in Transylvania County, years. And then to have 3 within 3 months, it was absolutely shocking.
In those early stages, it all felt unsteady and alone. We couldn't find someone to cheat from, to copy, to duplicate, so we did our best to figure it out. So let me run through this and you can do whatever you want after that. How's that? Now we find ourselves in a place where the work we've done is being acknowledged. We don't feel alone in that work. We know others are working as hard as we are. What we needed was partnership, and what we got was partnership.
The teams have come to Chapel Hill 3 times. They also have an opportunity to meet virtually. They've been exposed to resources that many of them did not know existed. Through grant funds, they're doing things that they otherwise might not ever be able to try. And we have worked really hard to accelerate evidence-based strategies, things that make sense for the unique context of each of our communities.
Other questions, ideas, how you might put these tools into action?
It's really refreshing to be in a room full of people that you don't have to convince that what you're doing is important.
The presentations and the different speakers have been incredible.
If you're siloed, it's a very lonely place to be. This forum has taught me that we're not siloed.
We don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are people all across this state that are doing the work, and we've connected with them. I think it brings home that it can't just happen in one place, that it has to be our entire state.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so glad that you are here. This is our second annual Children's Mental Health and Wellness Fair.
Hello, hello, hello. Let's get some bags for you guys.
You Thrive was birthed out of the Our State Our Wellbeing grant.
We are promoting awareness, providing resources. We do trainings and education as well.
The work is personal.
My son's father, a 22-year military veteran, had taken his own life 3 feet away from our 12-year-old son.
Children who have lost a parent to suicide are 3 to 4 times more likely to have either suicidal ideations or actually take their own life. I've seen what this community needs. I've seen what my children need. I've seen what this tragedy has done and what it continues to do to our community. We can't lose any more of our babies. Not on my watch.
All of us have the power to listen and to be there for people. You never know how much that can help when someone feels lost and alone.
We all have mental health. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but it should always be part of the conversation.
I am so optimistic that the work that we're doing is going to save not just one. I believe we're going to save a community. I will reach one, teach one, and they will continue it on, that the cycle will continue, not the cycle of death, but the cycle of life.